background who live here, but also who work against the crime and the gang activity and the violence that we're seeing in the streets here in the northern areas. We're going to speak to Serano Vard, who is an anti-crime as well as anti-gang activist in the northern areas. Thank you so much, Serano, for joining us at Newzroom Afrika. I think the first part is, let's talk about the situation currently. If we're anticipating the minister's announcement on the crime rate, what are we looking at now? Have things simmered down in the northern areas, specifically in Bethelsdorp?
Not yet, Sipha. Things not come down. Yes, the police and the law enforcement are doing all their best, but we feel as an organization that we as a community also need to put our hands together with the law enforcement so that we can make a difference. And we're going into this period of festive period now, so it is an uprising in crime again in our areas because of the festive period, and the schools are closing and all this stuff. So we are in a vulnerable stage now, and we have been held hostage of violence in our areas, and we as young people have decided we don't want to be held hostage, and we feel like we also need to lift, and we also want to show the young people that there is a world beyond gangsterism, there is a world beyond violence.
Now, let's talk about also the shooting, Serano, right? I know you're an activist for peace, encouraging peace in the community, but the gang violence is really rife, especially in Bethelsdorp, which sees, your Arcadia, your Bloemendal as well. I mean, at one time, just in the last quarter, within a week, we heard about 14 shootings.
Yes. Shooting happening on a daily basis here. Every week, more than 4 to 5 people passed away. Young people, especially the young people, are dying in our area. And the violence is remarkable. We don't know where the young people get the guns. We don't know how to, where the gangsters, how they get away from the police, because they murder someone today, tomorrow he's out again. So that is the challenge that we have in our community.
Now, Serano, you're one of the people that has been engaging the minister whenever the minister comes to the Nelson Mandela Bay on behalf of the northern areas. You're always there to talk. Now, we've heard some of the promises that were made to turn things around in the Nelson Mandela Bay, more police on the ground, more boots on the ground. Have you been seeing on the ground here in the northern areas more police visibility than before?
No, it's still the same. It's still the same situation. We as organization have, myself personally, have engaged so much with the minister, as you said, and with the police station commander, commissioner, advise him, give him advice, give him a suggestion how we can improve visibility of the police. Because remember, although the minister has brought a lot of police officers, they have still resources, lack of vehicles, and we recommend them, if there's lack of resources, why don't the walkabout? Why do the police officers, the new ones, they recruit, walk about in their areas so that they can be visible? We understand there's no resources like vehicles for them. Because if you go to the police station, 9 people will do an affidavit for you. So how can it of that police be visible in the area, just walking? Because their presence, when their presence are in the community, the people will be feeling safe, and the crime will really coming down.
All right, so thank you so much, Serano. That's Serano Vard, of course, the founder of Bloemendal May Black, an activist for crime as well as gang violence in the northern areas. Now, Aldrin, we won't just stop here. We're going to shine the spotlight on various areas within the Eastern Cape that have been quite a problem for law enforcement, but also looking at the previous stats. Now, of course, we are in the Nelson Mandela Bay, so we will be reporting these from various areas that are known hotspots, where the police minister did say that he will put his entire focus, the National Police will have its entire focus on these areas in the Nelson Mandela Bay, but we will be reviewing those stats from the previous quarter as well as the year end of the 2023 quarter that was announced together with the first quarter regarding the Eastern Cape, looking at areas like the OR Tambo district, which contributed significantly to the Eastern Cape's murder rate of